Razaban for FightHype.com, Eddie Hearn. That was quite a...
Lively.
Is that the correct word?
Lively, yeah, lively was the right word. Unexpected was another word. I mean, it all started very friendly, and then Phil Lo Greco just went in beast mode with the personal stuff. Went well OTT. Yeah, Amir probably shouldn't have reacted like that, but when you start saying things like that, the game changes. So, you know, makes the fight a lot more interesting, a lot more spicy, and roll on April 21st.
So I spoke to Phil afterwards and I said, Phil...
What did he say?
So I said, he goes, what I was trying to imply to Amir Khan was, the moral one, you keep your personal stuff, marriage stuff, away from social media. He goes, I was only rephrasing what you've already said on Twitter to the whole world.
Yeah, true.
And he goes, he didn't give me the opportunity to finish exactly what I wanted to say. He just threw water straight into my face.
I know,
but he said, look, I told you he's emotionally weak.
Interesting. Listen, if he came here to get under his skin, then he did a good job because, you know, I think that was part of his plan because he's been looking to do it all week. So we shall see. But you know, one thing about Phil Lo Greco is is not an elite world fighter. What he can do is mix it at world level with the right prep. So if Amir is the same fighter that we saw against Madonna and against Devon Alexander, he should beat Phil Lo Greco well. If he's not, he'll struggle against Phil Lo Greco. So it's going to be a good yardstick to see where we're at. And like Phil said, this is 13 weeks of preparation. You know, this isn't Errol Spence fight that he took on 48 hours notice. So I'm excited to see, one, where Amir's at, and two, if Phil Lo Greco can back the mouth up.
Obviously, he goes back to Vegas now. He trains. He goes when he comes back to the UK for the press conference and fight week. He goes. It's going to get very interesting. Do you feel like Amir normally, when he gets emotionally involved, he fights the wrong fight? Yes,
and that is a danger as well. You know, Amir's going to want to do a job on him. But when you fight with emotion, sometimes it's dangerous, and that's what Amir's done before. He's come out and fought with emotion. Not so much in the Canelo fight, but definitely in the Danny Garcia fight. So, but he's matured now. He knows, you know, he should be dealing with people like Phil Lo Greco, but he's still got to do it. So I'm excited. You know, I'm excited to see these two fight, not talk, fight, because it's going to be spicy.
What other opponents were potentially lined up for Amir other than
Josecito Lopez, Sammy Vasquez? What? Hey, how we doing? Oh, you missed all the fun and games. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh no, yeah, you're a bit late. You're one of those. Where are they? Oh, he's good.
But don't worry, we can have another fight.
So yeah, Josecito, Sammy Vasquez. There's like a list of a dozen people. I looked at Phil Lo Greco for many reasons, but the main reason was he talked his way into the fight, to be honest. You know, I looked at all the opponents. Amir said like 3 or 4, yeah, they're no problem. Virgil Hunter, of course, make a decision. But then he talked his way into the fight. I looked at all his stuff on social media, and I thought, he's the guy. And we come here today, I expected him to talk it up. I didn't expect a near fight to you know, get out there, but you know, it's good.
You were straight up and you said, apologise.
Yeah, I mean, look, I just felt that he should, because I felt like it was personal, but he hasn't got to apologise. This is the fight game. So you can say what you want. They're going to fight. It don't matter if someone calls you a name. But I just felt that it was, you know, when you bring families and wives into it, like, listen, I'm a wet lettuce. If you start saying things like that to me, I'm going to try and chin you. Simple as that. Might not be able to, but I'll have a go. And I'm a wet lettuce. These guys are fighters. So you start goading them like that and you start prodding them, they're going to explode. But a little bit of water was thrown. No one touched anyone, no one punched anyone, so mainly hammers.
On your shoulders now, the pressure, obviously, I know you signed Amir Khan, that Brook fight becomes hopefully easy to make in your control. If Amir was to lose, because you got to look at that rationale as well.
No, I think if Amir was to lose to Phil Lo Greco, that should be the end of Amir's career, because he wants to compete at the highest level possible, and Phil Lo Greco is not that level. So he's got to really look good against Phil Lo Greco, not just win, but win well. And it's going to be tough, because Lo Greco will be here to win, and of course, you know, the harder thing will be for Amir returning after 2 years out and coming back from that defeat.